NewAda is a model that is published, that's in my book that was published last year, and I've already had quite a lot of positive feedback in the UK about this idea, and more recently from practitioners around the world, in the States, in Australia and in Hong Kong. Someone put a post on Amazon last week from Ireland. I found some reference on a weblog. I think it was an American one also last week. So there is some interest. I've mainly had good feedback about this. All NewAda does, it's quite a simple approach, and it applies what I've called a salesman's approach to marketing communications. My interest in this first began when I, years ago, moved from sales. Sheila mentioned Kimberly-Clark by coincidence, and that was the company I first worked for in the late 70s as a sales rep, and then I was a sales manager and I did some work in sales training. I then got the chance to move into marketing, to be a product manager, and it was when I made that move that I was really surprised, dismayed even, at the lack of method that the marketing people in quite a sophisticated marketing company were using. In their inability to evaluate, let's say, their ads, and even to explain to me, the new boy then at the time, why maybe something would work or why it was wrong. This really didn't tally with my sales experience, where everything you did was kind of under the microscope, and you questioned whatever you did with a customer and understood whether it worked or not. It didn't seem to be like that in marketing. And at first I just thought it was because, well, I know nothing about marketing. You know, I'm new. But gradually I did begin to realize I knew some things. For instance, this is a real ad that you can see on the screen, and the examples I'm going to show you today are mainly press ads and direct marketing examples, really because they're easiest to illustrate the points. But I certainly knew, as a sales guy, I would never prepare a sales presenter for my customer and then put the headline upside down. And yet, this was going on in marketing. I wouldn't use a visual like this, for instance, and then put the words, which presumably were quite important that I've written there, over the visual, so that the visual became more difficult to see and the words perhaps impossible to read.